So, what would college students, the college students that you serve, say is essential for the future ministry of the church? What would your students say is essential as you think about the future?
Got to learn how to be open to all people. We got to learn how to become less spiritual judges and more like spiritual friends on the journey. We've got to learn how to invite people into discipleship and not guilt people when they're not ready. And we've got to learn how to integrate our theological positions with our public witness. Those are things that our students would say, my students would say, we've got to do for the future of the church.
Tell me about the last one, given where we are as here in the U.S. as a country.
Yeah. I think we have a good number of Christians that are rightly so afraid of politics, afraid to talk about politics. We've been told two things you don't bring up in a crowd, religion and politics. So one, we don't know how to talk about our faith, but we then also don't know how to talk about how our faith informs the way we live in this world and the things that we would agree and disagree on. And I think that one of the reasons is that we have missed the mark in some respects with integrating our public witness, our witness in the public square as it relates to government, civic service, as it relates to elected officials, as it relates to politics and policy. And here's what I noticed. I noticed that there are these pockets of individuals, who do that. They tend to be in specific parts of our church ideologically, or they tend to be individuals who went to very specific seminaries and took classes. And I'll tell you who misses those groups: the laity, the people in the pews. And so the result is we either have folks who are told this is how to think, this is how to vote, or people who are told something closer to, well, we're just not going to talk about that. We're going to focus on Jesus. We're going to focus on loving each other. And I get it. But I think we need to invite our church, and I mean our church, into deeper conversations of how our faith, our particular accent as Wesleyan Christians, and our theology invites us to engage the issues of this world. There will obviously be some people who will say, no thanks, I'm good. But I want to believe that Wesleyan Christians, again, are not folks who shrink back, but folks who engage. And I think that part of that engagement needs to be a deepening of how our faith, our theology, our understanding of Scripture intersect with the world that we live in. And I do think that we need more, not less, conversation around that, and more, not less, friendly debate, more, not less, nuance. I was really looking forward to putting the proposed social principles in front of my students. I went and got a bunch of copies of the proposed social principles leading up to General Conference, because I wanted my students to read these ideas and to wrestle with them and to ask questions and to disagree and to want more. I wanted that because I deeply, deeply believe that as Wesleyan Christians, we are called to be engaged in the world. That requires a social theology that comes alongside our personal and collective theology.
Thank you. Thank you, Derrick. Is there anything else that I have not asked that you would want to say?
I love the church. I love the United Methodist Church. And I have loved being in a church that is theologically diverse, because I think it offers the world something beautiful and unique. But it's hard. And I just want to say that, yes, I am in this for the hard work. I love this church that much that I'm willing to do the hard work to see us remain a diverse denomination that gathers around the table of Jesus, that empowers all people to be in ministry together and to the world. And I mourn that there are people who would rather not be a part of that kind of church. But I get it. And if you can't be a part of that kind of church, all good. But man, I am here for the hard work of creating a diverse church that is a beautiful, beautiful picture to the world of how people who do not see the world the same way can gather around the same table, celebrate the same God, and go leave that table in shared mission that looks different in different places. But we all know that it's about making sure that every single person in this world experiences the love of Jesus. So that's what I hope people know about me. I'm here for the hard work.
Thank you, Derrick. This has been a wonderful opportunity to have a conversation with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kenitha. It's been great to be with you.